Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will take you through the writing of an application letter. At the onset, we need to get to know the situations that can necessitate the writing of an application letter. And the first situation is when one is applying for a job, when one is applying for a scholarship, and also when maybe someone wants to join a given organization, a society, or just membership of any group, you will require to write an application letter to be given that chance to maybe join those institutions that we've talked about. So an application letter is something very critical. Whether you are seeking for information, preparing to write a test, or just as a real life skill, you will always find that at one point you are going to write an application letter. So stay with us up to the end of the lesson so that you can acquire that invaluable skill. I will take us through some of the elements that make up an application letter, and we will begin with the sender's address. So the first element is that the sender must write their address. The sender in this case is the applicant. So an application letter is one form of official letter. So the addresses, we are going to have two addresses, one for the applicant and then followed by the company or institution to which you are applying. When writing the applicant's address, remember to begin with the box number. Then after that, we are going to have the town and then the date. An example like what we have here. So we have the box number, PO Box 65, the town is Kosele, then the date is 28th March 2023. After the sender's address, we move to the company's address or the institution which you are applying for a job or admission or whatever. So here, if you know the specific person you are writing to, you are going to begin with the name. But in most cases, you do not know the person to whom you are writing, and for that reason, you are going to have a designation of the person's title. So we can have, let's say, the sales manager. So we have the sales manager, maybe Bidco Company Limited. then the box number of the company, PO box, so this is a sample company address. The first one, the designation of the person's title to whom you are directing the letter. Then after that, there is the name of the company, the box number, then lastly the town. From the company's address or the receiver's address, we move to salutation. So we can have maybe dear sir, then you put a comma. So you begin with the word dear. Salutation begins with the word dear, followed by sir, then a comma. After that, you are going to put down the subject, the reason, the justification for writing this application letter. So we will have so the application for salesperson vacancy, then you just underline it so neatly. After that, we have the body. Then after the body of your application letter, we have the complementary clause. And here you can use, let's say, yours sincerely, then maybe you can do a sign and then your name. So the closing tag could be yours sincerely, as it has been covered here. We can have yours truly, we can have yours faithfully, followed by a signature. Then lastly, you can have your two names down there. So there is the part that we left here, which is the body of your application letter. Remember, your application letter is going to stand in for you in your absence. It is as if it is going to represent you in the panel with your to-be employers. So as you write the body, you must try to be persuasive and try to paint a picture of you in as clear a way as possible. So the first paragraph should always be you notifying the company to which you are applying the source of the vacancy, how you got to know of the vacancy. So that is where you're going to have statements like, following your advertisement in the Daily Nation of 20th March 2023, I hereby apply for the position of the sales person. So it is important that the beginning of your application letter runs in that manner. After that, you are going to outline your qualifications depending again on the nature of the job to which you are applying. To those who are watching this video for the first time, allow me to ask you to kindly hit on that subscribe button so that anytime we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Again, to my subscribers, I continue to thank you very much. So, those who are watching this video for the purpose of revision, writing a test, in most cases you will realize that the examiners are going to give you a question with instructions. It is like literally everything that you need to write in the letter, like in Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education 2012 and 2017, this concept of application letter was tested on. In those years, if you look at your papers, you will realize that every instruction was given. Like for instance, you can be told that you are applying for a job with the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission as a clerk. You need to have the following qualifications. You must be age 18 and above. You must be a holder of the identification card. You must be fluent in both English and Kiswahili. So those instructions that you've been given in the question are going to help you a big deal to make your case at the body here. And ensure that you sell yourself at the body in as clear a way as possible. Then, towards the end of your body, you may find time to thank the company in advance, and you can ask them that you are ready for an interview, maybe at their own convenience. At this point, again, you should not seem so desperate, evoking emotions. Like someone could say that if I'm not getting this job, then I'm just going to kill myself. So you try not to be emotive, try not to look desperate at that point. Then at the end, you may also notify your to-be employers that you have attached maybe your curriculum vitae, your CV or resume. So basically, those are the major elements of an application letter.